former Spain Park quarterback as well as Southern Miss, and it's Nick Mullens joins us. Nick, great to have you on. Thanks for being with us.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Congratulations, my man. I know everybody here is absolutely just so proud of you and all that you've accomplished, not only from high school here to Southern Miss to just making an NFL and then getting the starts and go back to that first start and even Monday Night Football on Monday. What was that like for you? I mean, how give me the emotions and what you were feeling and thinking at those times.
It's been an exciting 2 weeks. You obviously grow up thinking about making the NFL. How can you get to that point to where you can start and, help contribute to the team. And my opportunity finally came the past 2 games, and it's been fun. I've kind of been telling people, haven't played really a full game since college. So to be able to go out there and play, it's been a lot of fun. And obviously just got to keep things on the winning side.
In your mind, what's the biggest difference in the NFL than it was to playing at college?
Really just the physicality and the speed of the game. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people say that, but it really is true. You got to have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Got to know where to go with the ball every snap. And I think the biggest thing is just getting the ball out of your hands quick. I think if you can do that, then you have a chance of success.
Tell us a little bit about your story as far as, at Spain Park you're with Coach Chip Lindsey, end up being back with him at Southern Miss. Tell everybody about that, just kind of your backstory in football and how you ended up being with the 49ers.
Yeah, I obviously grew up in Hoover, went to Spain Park, and my years at Spain Park were awesome. I got to play a little bit early as a sophomore, and Coach Lindsey came, had great 2 years with him, junior, senior year, and then went to Southern Miss, got lucky enough to play early. We were not very good, but we made improvements every year, and I thought I would, get a chance at the NFL. I didn't know how long it would last, and so I've just tried to make it last as long as I could. And so it's been a pretty cool story so far, but it's definitely not close to being over.
You went undrafted, and the 49ers signed you as a free agent in May of 2017 after the draft, and then you go into camp really fourth on the depth chart. Was it just a belief in yourself that you could play at this level? Because the odds were kind of were stacked against you right from the beginning.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have to understand the way the NFL works. And really just had to find where you fit in. So the biggest thing for me when I first got to San Francisco was just learning as much as I could, as fast as I could, and proving to the coaches that I knew it. And I just tried to gain respect with every rep that I got in practice. So that's what I tried to do, just try to learn as much as I could and prove to the coaches that I could play.
When it comes to, I guess, Jimmy Garoppolo and other quarterbacks that you're around and some of the different things, how different is those relationships compared to the way it was in college for you? And just, I guess, the meetings and the things that you learn and how much maybe you've actually grown from being around those guys, learning from them and them from you.
Yeah, that's one of the coolest parts. I've been around some pretty experienced quarterbacks so far. When I first got here, had some experienced guys like Brian Hoyer and Matt Barkley. And then obviously it was pretty cool to see Jimmy come and join the team. He spent a lot of time with Tom Brady. So you definitely try to pick up everything you can from everybody that you're around. Experience helps. It really does. So I don't have a lot of experience, but the guys that I've been able to be around do. And so you really just try to, not do what they do, but just take bits and pieces from each player's game and add it to yours. Jimmy's been a great addition to the team, and he's been a great leader for us.
When you made your debut against the Raiders on Thursday Night Football, it was evident to those of us watching, especially back here in Alabama, who knew your story. It was evident right away that the moment wasn't too big for you, and I think that actually surprised some of the announcers. But did it go back just to growing up with football, your experiences at Spain Park? I mean, was it just sort of everything you've ever done coalesced into that one moment of walking onto the field and realizing I can do this?
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I kind of told people I was really just nervous about the first play because obviously it was a pass play in the first game, and I didn't know exactly how they were going to play it. So once I got the first play under my belt, I really just felt like I was out there playing ball again, and that's a great feeling. You know, it's important. You just got to control your mind, relax, focus, and just focus on what matters. And that's what I just kept telling myself throughout the game.
We are with Nick Mullens, the starting quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, and proud product of Spain Park here locally in Alabama. Nick, what I loved about, and I think this touched people all across the country, was the spontaneous eruption of emotion that you showed walking off the field. You don't see that very often in the NFL, and especially with someone like yourself who most would consider a long shot. Was that just what was that moment like for you? And take us back to that, and what was going through your head at that time?
It was really just a mix of a lot of different emotions. You work so hard, and you really don't know if you're ever going to get your opportunity. So when I did get my opportunity, I did my best to take advantage of it. And we won. You know, we worked so hard. It's been a pretty tough season. You know, not winning as many games as we would like. So to get in there on my first opportunity and win like we did, and just from where I came from to what I've had to like work for and earn everything I've gotten, it's just a really all my emotions, I guess, came out at one time. So it was fun. It was cool, and you know, celebrating in the locker room with my teammates was probably the best part.
Nick, not sure how much you've had a chance to watch whether the Auburn Tigers this year, Chip Lindsey being your former coach in high school and also at Southern Miss. I look back at your numbers in 15 and 16, 4,476 passing yards, 3,272, and you ended up with 11,994 for your career. With what you're watching, is this the same offense he ran with you? Because they're definitely not putting up these type of numbers, especially in the passing game.
I haven't watched as much as I'd like to. I know that Coach Lindsey's doing everything that he can to make the Auburn Tigers the best team that they can. I know Jarrett's a great quarterback. I watched him a lot last year. And, you know, sometimes you just have adversity in a season. It's part of it. So I definitely hope they can finish the season strong and, you know, surprise some people here towards the end.
What's the thing that you miss the most when you're not in Birmingham, like a restaurant or something that you did?
Definitely the food. To be honest, yeah, the food in Birmingham is when you get out, you don't realize how awesome it is. But I got a local spot on the River Chase Pelham area, Tony's Hot Dogs. It's I definitely miss that. Yeah, it's my go-to.
That's awesome. What about what's your go-to in San Francisco now?
Good question. I got a couple. Really just Panda Express. I go to Panda a lot.
That's great. In the off season, and I guess some of the personal things, like what do you like to do besides being an NFL quarterback?
Well, I stay back in Mississippi, in Hattiesburg, where my school is. I work out there and like to hang out with my wife, take a couple trips, and just play some golf. I have a lot of friends back in Birmingham, so I make a couple trips back there a year, and just really just try to see people that I don't get to see during the season. So really just kind of whatever comes up, and just like to have a good time.
Did you ever think your NFL career was over almost before it started? The fact that you were let go, I think before both or after both training camps, but then you were assigned to the practice squad the next almost the next day. But did you ever think that hey maybe this isn't going to work out, or did the coaches tell you, look, you know we're gonna keep you on the practice squad?
I haven't had the true feeling of you know, getting cut exactly yet. I know it's going to come at some point during my career, but I've been lucky enough to be able to know that I'm going to be able to stay around in the practice squad for the first 2 years. So I haven't had the true feeling of getting cut yet. I know that feeling's coming at some point, like I said, but you know, that's something you never want to face, and so that's why you work as hard as you can every day.
Hey, Nick, this is Antonio Langham. I played with the 49ers organization in 98, and I know how amazing the organization is, the front office, and But I want to know, and I know how great the fan base is. How has the fan base been towards you after a couple of stars?
They've been great. You know, we 49ers faithful, our fans, they've been great so far. You know, they just want to see something exciting, and we've really just tried hard the past 2 weeks to you know, just play better, get wins, and see what can happen. So we appreciate all the support we can get out here, and it's definitely a lot. So I'm very appreciative for sure.
You obviously improved when you're on the practice squad. What is life like in the NFL for a practice squad player?
It's a grind, to be honest. The biggest thing for me was just make myself valuable. The more you can do in the NFL, the longer you'll last. The more ways you can help the team. They appreciate that type of stuff. So, you know, I took my quarterback reps when I could, just help the team. You know, whatever they need, I was there to help. And obviously, you want to learn the offense and prove you know it, and help the starter along the way too.
Nick, thanks for joining us, and man, we're so proud of you. I think you got many more years in the NFL as a quarterback, and 2 great outings so far. Congratulations, all the folks back here in Birmingham, Spain Park, Hoover. Really proud of you. Continue success.
Appreciate that. Thank you.